Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about the state of Apex Legends. A lot of people are hopeful for Season 25, myself included. That being said, a lot of people are also frustrated with the P2020s and the Ashe meta. So we're going to go over if Apex Legends is going to course correct on this and what the plans are for the future. We're also going to go ahead and give out one of the current Mirage Prestige skins. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So I'm going to be perfectly honest. Season 24 of Apex Legends has been one of the more interesting ones for me to watch in a very long time. And it does seem that it has recaptured some of the magic of past seasons. If you look at the player count, you will notice that it is steadily rising. It's at 96,000 average players, which is the best for about the last 6 months. It still hasn't cracked 100,000 average players like it used to, but it does seem like it is on the up and up. That being said, there's one thing going on this season that is driving everyone absolutely insane, and it involves Ashe and the P2020. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip right here where you can see a player fighting against an Ashe in a P2020 and tell me if you can notice what is wrong.
Dude, that's P20s are ridiculous.
So after that, I went ahead and saw some of the community thoughts on, well, why is this such a problem in the game right now? And Who I Am says, really unfair that Ashe is the best of both Skirmisher and Assault class. Ashe Dash have no delay compared to that, to Rev Tactic, 10 cooldown, no delay, and it's 5 times better than Pathfinder and Rev. And then Zakechi says, people are in denial of the issue, I think, especially people who run Ashe P20. Every game has a meta, one legend plus one weapon is not a meta, it's called unbalanced. You have to use the can't beat them, join them approach of a game, it's not in a great state. There aren't many viable legends this season, and it's obvious. If 2 whole classes out of 5 are barely being used, there's a problem. If only a handful of legends out of 20 feel like the only viable options, that's a problem. And his Watson also went ahead and chimed in, saying everyone playing this game uses the same loadout, not very inspiring, like watching Michael Jordan do a layup instead of his iconic dunk because it's easier, safer, and gets the same amount of points. Imagine if he never experimented and just played it safe. Although I do want to point out that, you know, Michael Jordan actually had some really cool layups. Anytime you see Michael Jordan score, it's just kind of cool. But regardless, I get the point that he is trying to make. And when we go ahead and look at the pick rates right now, it is crazy how high Ashe is picked. She is at a whopping 22.3%, meaning that she is picked almost a quarter of all games by a player, which means that the lobbies are absolutely filled with her. And the next closest is Wraith at 9.4%. Don't even get me started on Seer, who is 0.5%. And Gibraltar, Catalyst, Caustic, the entire control class actually seems pretty, uninspiring right now for a lot of players. As you can see at the top, it's pretty much support, skirmisher with a little bit of assault thrown in. But after the last season of support, well, Conduit's, I believe, the highest on that list. Actually, no, sorry, it's Loba. I forgot she got moved over at 3.3%. But most of the other ones are down at the bottom, along with Control Legends. And the problem right now with Apex Legends is it can't really define its meta very much. And it didn't help when they did a patch last week. They did nerf Ashe, but they only did the max distance travel time, increasing it to 2.5 seconds where it was 1.4 seconds before. And then the other one is like 0.2 seconds for the ultimate minimum distance travel time. So she really didn't see anything there. And the P2020 only decreased the damage to 24 and 25. And we know next season we are getting a brand new legend, and that's super exciting, and hopefully it shakes up the meta. But Apex Legends probably at this point needs to stop focusing on one class a season, because that one class then gets incredibly overpowered. Last season it was the Newcastle, Conduit, and Lifeline running around causing chaos and you couldn't get anyone down. And this season it's Ashe flying all over the map with Ballistic basically taking people out left and right. We do know that the P2020 is planned to get a nerf according to Yoro, which is probably hopefully going to be bigger than just that one damage off. But right now, Apex Legends is struggling a little bit in finding its identity in a meta that will actually stick around. It's okay to have one overpowered legend for like a couple of weeks at the start of the season, but I think it has reached its fatigue and exhaustion when Ashe has just been so dominant the entire season long. And we know next season is going to be probably another legend. Well, we got a new legend coming in, so we could probably expect to see something there. There is also multiple posts about the community kind of feeling this way. It says, I wish Ashe will get more nerfs. You're telling me a legend who's faster than Octane, a legend who can stun you for a few seconds, a legend who has a hitbox size of a mouse is the same legend? It's cool to experiment with this stuff, but people do want to actually have some variety when they play Apex Legends. Also, I did want to go over Season 25 Battle Pass items. The reactive is going to be Nemesis, so I would actually expect a buff there. And there's going to be legendaries for the Sentinel, Valkyrie, and Vantage, with variants for them, so I actually think we're going to see something for Valkyrie and Vantage in terms of buffs for next season as well. And then there's the epics for Bloodhound, Mirage, Revenant, and the new Sparrow Belva character we've talked about, along with some weapons there as well. But that's going to be everything to talk about the meta right now and the current state of Apex Legends. We're going to jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
Look at this. What am I watching?
Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the current state of Apex Legends and the meta that we have right now. Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more news on Apex Legends on the daily, and until next time everyone, keep slaying the aliens. See you out there.